cool.
Very nice.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Let's do her.
I ordered a little clapper. It just hasn't come in yet. Like a little movie thing, a little movie slate. So it's gonna
Very
go
cool.
like, bam. In 3.
Yeah, that's definitely worth it.
Oh, dude, it's like $15. Because I like dumb shit.
All right, start the fucking show.
Your mother. 3, 2, 1. Hello. That was loud. Holy crap. Let me turn that down.
Yeah.
I'm not editing that out,
For
but
sure,
I'm turning
do
that
that.
down. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tell Me About the Gig. I am Fabian. This is my buddy Stretch right here, bassist extraordinaire,
Hello.
my hetero life mate, and he's just cute. He's so cute.
Oh, thank you.
We got a special guest today. We got our friend Charlie. Charlie Thornton, say hi, Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
Oh, I thought he wasn't going to talk at all. I was like, what a flex, dude. Just don't
That's
say
what
anything.
I'm saying. It's delayed. I swear to God, when you guys are talking, it's on my end. So you're up for a very shitty. It's like when you see the reporters,
Yeah.
and then you wait like a minute until they respond. You know what I'm saying? So
I can edit that shit out. I'm magic.
yeah, that'll be a lot of fun for you.
Have fun with that.
Yeah. I got a phone app for it. Anyway, yeah, good to see you guys again. I haven't seen Charlie in a long time, man. It's good to see you, brother. How you
Been
been?
a while, dude.
Yeah, I've been good. God, Stretch, I don't remember the last time I saw you.
White people dancing?
Dude, white people dancing might have been the last time.
Might
And
have
for
been.
reference, that's at weddings when when people hear "I want to dance with somebody" or what's the other one? "Sweet Caroline." White people go absolute ape shit for.
Oh, yeah.
I thought this was like a secret party I wasn't invited to. Like white people dancing. The brown guy can't come? What the hell?
Are you fully Mexican, or is there a little bit of hunky in you?
I am fully Hispanic from when the Spaniards and the French invaded Mexico. Hence the palish skin. And some people in my
Okay.
family have green eyes.
Very nice. So yes, I guess you wouldn't technically be invited to white people dancing.
No.
Which sounds way more racist than it is, but it's really
But I am part French. Did you not hear my epilogue? Sacre bleu. Merde.
But yeah, basically what that is we just Stretch and we went to a slew of weddings for a little bit, and we just laughed at all the white people dancing terribly.
Yep.
That was all that was.
Sounds like a great
really?
time. Like a great time. I'm sorry, I missed it now. Charlie, I don't know if you've seen the show, but what we basically do is we tell some silly and embarrassing stories that we've experienced on the road. This is kind of like a show to talk people out of being a musician, because we don't talk about the cool stuff, man. We talk about that weird shit that just happens. And Charlie was a drummer for the Runaround for the longest time. So he actually did a tour with us. Well, where do we go? Midwest and South, I think. Was
Yeah.
Yeah, we went. Yeah, we went all the way to your hometown, didn't we?
Oh,
Lubbock?
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Lubbock.
We went to Lubbock, Texas. Good old Texas. That was a weird
Sure
time.
did.
That
I
was
just remember running around that town just having to take a shit the whole time. I just remember, I was just wandering the town looking for a bathroom I can go take a shit in. I don't know why
Isn't
I
that-
couldn't find one.
Isn't that just touring though? It's just you're constantly
Yeah,
the
right?
bathroom. Take a
Quick,
shit in.
there's
'Cause
an
that's
IHOP.
like the
Stop.
hardest part is like is finding a clean toilet, and then you find like the Mac at a random place.
Mm-hmm.
And usually, the truck stops, the weird ones where you have to shower or you get to shower. Those ones have the best toilets.
That's
But
true.
then there's also weird truckers in there. You know what I'm saying?
You need to borrow some soap?
Yeah.
You want me to get behind your ears? Mm-hmm. Gave him the shit. Charlie, how long have you been playing live?
So I'm 31 now. I think the first time I ever played a show, I was 12 years old
Holy
at
shit.
the Elk Grove Teen Center. Do you guys remember that at all?
No.
No.
Okay. So, yeah. And it's funny because I think my aunt and uncle came and they took video of the whole show. And I was so nervous the whole show. I'm looking down while I'm playing the whole time, to the point where I didn't even see our bassist his strap fell off because we were 12 and we didn't know what strap locks were. And his bass literally fell off. And I didn't even notice that two people came up and actually helped him re-put on his thing. And they were like, after the show, they were like, guys, man, sorry about that. I don't know what happened. My strap, it just screwed up. I was like, what the hell are you guys talking about? I haven't, I didn't see anything. So I guess that was the long answer.
No, that's perfect.
The short answer is, I guess, almost 20 years.
No, that's perfect, because what I actually wanted to go into the theme today was maybe like a hecklers and pranks. And I had a story of the first time I remember getting heckled, and it was when I was about 18. And it was my first big show, like on a big stage. And I had a bad cable incident, like a technical issue. And I didn't know any better. I didn't know, always check the cable first, always do this. So, of course, there's no sound coming on. And I'm up there just staring at my amp like, what do I do? Because I just bought like this big fancy half stack. And my bandmates are just staring at me, and like the sound guys are all running up, and the owner's coming up, and everyone's turning everything off. And then in the back of the crowd, you hear, what the fuck is wrong? This is in Texas. And this dude's just screaming like, put on the show. What's wrong? Never played before? He's just like screaming. God. Let's go.
And then
Come
on the inside, you're like terrified because you're like, that guy's so mad at me.
I was
never
like
met
sweating.
the guy.
I remember I had a hat on.
It only helps things. It makes you go faster hearing that.
Right. But I had no clue what was, so I just stood there staring at it, letting everyone else kind of mess with stuff, and I'm just like, I want to quit. I remember looking at the guys like, I want to go home. I want to go home so bad. And eventually, like, the owner of the venue came up, and he had a fresh guitar cable. And he just walks up like he knew. Just unplugs mine, plugs that. Sound comes on, and he leans over. He's like, we're kicking that guy out right now. It's okay. He was cool. He's like, don't worry about it. You're good.
Let's go.
We're making him leave. And I was like,
then it all worked out.
I had a single tear like, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. I won't fail you again, I promise.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so that was my first technical issue and my first heckler. But the first heckler always kind of sticks with you, That first person that just makes you feel like crap on stage. And I think I asked you, Stretch, like, if you had one that you remember.
So, I actually have more of a vivid memory of guitar issue as well. Very first show with the runaround. I go to get set up. The back of my head is completely broken in where the power cord is supposed to go.
Oh no.
I'm like, what the fuck happened to this shit? It's my first show ever. So I think we ended up just running directly into the soundboard. It was okay. I couldn't hear myself at all, but
you just hear like that fart bass sound, like that.
Yeah, it just like completely threw off my very first show.
Oh,
it's like experience.
That'll rack your nerves.
Yeah.
Charlie, you remember your first heckler?
I don't know, because most of the time I was, early on it was drums, and I never had to deal with a heckler because I didn't have a microphone. And if somebody just said something bad about my drumming, I'd be like, well, I'm back here. So all passive aggressive, But I don't know if this is a heckler, but at the Mutiny, which we played together, and, RIP, pour one out.
Pour one out for my homies.
That drew some questionable characters, that venue.
Always.
No.
And it was, I was playing, it was with Radar, and I'm on stage and I'm getting into it. And there's this guy who, like, before the show, you can like kind of call him out when you get to the show, right? There's like, oh, that guy's obviously going to be insane. The guy who had like 18 beers before the fucking, first band goes on.
So he goes up to everybody. Straight.
Like, hey man, real excited about music tonight.
He's already giving you the eye, and he's just like,
so yeah, that guy. And I guess he would be the anti-heckler because he seemed to be really enjoying our set, mid-song. And this is pre-COVID era.
Mm-hmm.
He comes up on stage and licks my face. And not only my face, he somehow finagled his little dirt-ass tongue into my eye. So he licked my eye. And I didn't get a chance to even see what the hell was going on. He just comes up, and I all of a sudden just feel like a snail is trying to get into my eyeball.
That's so gross.
And I was like, what the fuck? It was disgusting.
That's so gross.
The rest of the show, I had a thing of Visine just fucking squirting. That's going to be an NFT, what I just did right there. But, so I guess not a heckler, but
no,
yeah,
that's
I guess
liquor.
okay. So that was really gross. A heckler, I guess there was one time that I went to. We played in Indiana at the Melody Inn, which I played with you guys at the Melody Inn.
Yes.
I think we have a show coming up there.
So
May.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I probably haven't been there since
It's been a while.
we played there.
It's been a while too.
So we were playing there, and they had this. I'm a big basketball fan, a known LeBron James disliker, and they had a jersey in there, and I'm like, a LeBron jersey in Indianapolis. I was like, what the hell's a LeBron jersey going up here? And I thought I would get like the crowd behind me, like, yeah, fuck that guy. We're Pacers fans, and like, we didn't sell a thing of merch because I was just like, yeah, fuck that guy. And then there was one guy who goes, yeah, but he's much better than anybody you like. And I was like, ooh. Maybe don't start with sports stuff. And then I learned my lesson there.
Jeez.
Yeah. And it was one of those shows after that. Everybody just stood there like that afterwards. Mm-hmm. And then, sat at the tables, and it was no bueno.
Who would have known? Big LeBron fans in Indiana.
Yeah,
Indianapolis.
LeBron has pull in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Hey, now we know.
Okay.
Now we know.
Yeah. So when you go there, just if that LeBron jersey's still up there, just let it go, guys.
Just wear a Kobe jersey. Got it. There was a show that I remember playing. This wasn't quite this on the terms of like a nice heckler. There was a show I played at Cubby Bear in Wrigleyville. And I remember I got on stage. I don't remember when this was. Got on stage, got my gear set up. We're about to start playing the show. I'm like making the face like, let's do this. And then this guy in the front row, he reaches over and to the monitor, and he puts these two big giant googly eyes, those ones that stick, and he puts them on the monitor. And then he just looks up and he winks at me, and then he walks back. And the whole show.
Did you get laid that night?
Yeah, I did. By the monitor.
Yeah, fuck the monitor.
I fucked the monitor. So, but the whole time the sound's coming through the monitor, so the little googly eyes are just like doing circles, and it looks like the monitor's just making faces at me, just like, and I couldn't stop laughing the whole show. Like every time I look down, I'm just like,
we can do that more often.
Yeah.
You can just go to Michael's and get some googly eyes, and just every show.
Yeah, it could be your gimmick.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about fucking the monitor. It's like,
well, that too.
I mean, it has that pole insert. There's my version of Charlie.
Yeah,
that pole.
Dude, NFT galore is up in this bitch.
We're all going to do it. We're going to get you to Stretch.
Well,
you're next,
bitch.
Oh my gosh.
Along with hecklers, what's up? What you got?
Oh, I was thinking of that tour that we went on, and do you remember we played Houston?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I remember Houston.
And the venue itself was pretty cool. It looked like where the Foot Clan from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would hang out.
Yes.
We were saying it was like a Rob Zombie horror film.
Yeah, it could be a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But, anytime, you're sitting with your lady and you're watching that movie for whatever reason, just be like, yeah, I played that venue. But,
that's a good
but do you remember there was like shit everywhere.
Super
there was
Happy Fun
cats. Land. Was that what it was called?
Super Happy Fun. We've discussed it on here before because it was.
Yeah.
Whew, that was a venue.
Memorable.
If it was like nicely taken care of, I feel like that place could be really fucking cool.
Yeah.
It was a shithole.
It was disgusting. And they were selling beer, and they for sure didn't have a liquor license. No. But I remember we rolled up and we got into the venue, and this Jerry Garcia looking motherfucker comes up to us, and he's like, he holds this like, what you would hold like cheese balls in that like plastic container thing. Yes. And he goes, just like, obviously, just smoked all the weed before the show. And he's holding it like, hey guys, I don't work they don't pay me here, so I accept tips. And this is the sound guy.
Oh no!
And I think one of us was like, "Yeah, well, we drove from Chicago, so sorry, we just don't have any money." So that was a good sign of like, "Hey, we're for sure not getting paid for this show." If the sound guy's asking the bands for money.
Yeah.
But that was, talk about a dumpster fire of a show. So there was also, I don't know who booked that show, but there was probably 8 bands on the bill, which is anything over 4 is just a mistake.
Yeah.
And then there was another like touring band, and they dipped as soon as they played, which we probably should have done. But I remember we played, nobody there really, just the other bands. Mm-hmm. And even us playing was a disaster. I remember the mic cable. So when Jason was singing was so short, he dropped the mic like 4 times and had to like
about that.
bend over. Yeah. And then I remember Craig was moving around for whatever reason. At that point, you kind of just phone it in when there's nobody there, but Craig was having a good old time. Craig kicked the microphone stand over like 2 or 3 times too. He's like, what the hell is wrong with you guys? Then afterwards we get out and we're talking to the other band, and these guys are like, I don't know, in their 50s, 60s or whatever. Yeah. And he's like, we're like a metal band. And, the drummer, it's always funny when a drummer brings 45 pieces of drums to a show where nobody's at.
Yeah.
It's like there's more drums than there are people at the show. And we're talking for whatever. Why the hell did we stay here for so long?
I don't know.
But we're talking to the guy.
I don't know.
We're talking to the guy from that band who looks like he's in, what is that, Metalocalypse, that Cartoon Network show? He looks like one of a guy from there, but like, 60 years old. And dude, he fucking tells us, he's like, yeah, we had a hit in the 70s and we're number 1 in this area.
I remember that.
Nation.
I remember he was bragging the whole time.
Yeah. Also, why are you on Reverb Nation? Who is on Reverb Nation?
I remember him bragging like, we're top on Reverb Nation, man. You should hit us up. We could do another tour together. I was like,
That's a big old see you later, brother.
I don't remember. Didn't we dip out like super questionable too? We were like, we gotta go. We just
we snuck out. I remember us sneaking out eventually. Like one band started playing, and we just kind of quietly like went out the back door.
I think we must have left after or during the last band or something, because it was just. it had dumpster fire written all over it.
Exactly. The thing about that whole tour was because the tour before that we because the Runaround's a very big DIY band. So the first tour, we all booked ourselves. Like we all took a region, we all made phone calls and started hitting up venues, and we did the whole thing ourselves. This tour was the first time we worked with like a promoter that we didn't know. Okay. I think it was someone we didn't know, and he pretty much booked the whole thing. And even when he was booking my hometown, I remember kind of getting in a little argument because I was like, it's my hometown, I can book the show. I got musicians, friends. Oh no, man, I can do it for you. Like I'll take care of it. I'm like, no. Trust me, I'll get a better show.
Yeah.
No, I got something lined up. I know the area. I know it well. It was just back and forth. So eventually I let him do it.
Right.
And which ended up not being a bad show there, but still we were booked with metal bands. And every show was like that.
Yeah.
Like we were booked with bands. Like I remember Dallas, Texas. Like it was pretty. It felt like an American Idol off kind of thing.
Dude, right? And that show actually really pissed me off. And I remember, Stretch, you were hammered for that show. I think you had just given up at that point.
Yes.
So we had talked. I remember us talking on the way to Dallas. Like we should switch up our set list just a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember the reason why, but we did. And we get there, and it was like, like you said, it was like American Idol. These like young, attractive people doing their thing, and
their moms,
poppy,
moms and grandmas,
and then there was us, and
as soon as they cranked up and played like the first like bar. Like,
Everyone-
everyone just walk. Like all the moms are like grabbing their
Everyone.
kids. Like, come on, let's go outside where it's safe.
So going back to us switching around the set list, I remember. So Stretch, you're hammered for whatever reason at 7:00, and I remember us like like mid set where you're like talking like, okay, we're pulling an audible. Like I think Jason looked back or something, and he was like, hey, we're taking out this song, and I just forgotten. So I'm like setting the tempo to one of the songs, and Stretch just looks back at me like googly eyed and drunk. He goes, "That's the wrong song, you fucking idiot!" And like there's like kids around. And I remember just feeling so defeated. I was like, nobody's at this show. Stretch just drunk and pissed off at me. I'm starting the wrong song. Dude, oh my God. Fucking Dallas.
All the moms are outside just giving us the eye, just like, expose my children to this.
Dude, and I remember us trying to like talk to people to get them, and they just had there's shows like that where people just have no fucking, they don't care,
And then I remember
no matter how
that
hard you
venue.
try.
That venue as well. What I thought was just the icing on the cake is when we went to go to the bathroom and they had that big sex machine vending.
Oh yeah, they sold inflatable sheep.
I don't remember that.
I was I can't wait till the parents come in here.
There's an inflatable sheep in the bathroom you can buy.
Hey, youngins, let me show you something. This.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the parents got to leave their kids when a punk band plays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids, come, the punk band's playing, but go in after and buy an inflatable sheep.
It was a nice venue. I'll say that. Like it was a cool little nice venue.
And pretty good beer.
I actually made a friend there. There was one guy. I think his name was Richie. He's from the Dallas area, and he like hit me up afterward. He was in love with my orange amp, and I think him and I are still.
Oh, cool.
We still talk on occasion. So he was a cool dude.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you make random. I think we sat with him outside and we're drinking, and he was a really cool guy.
Yeah.
So you never know when you're going to make a friend out there.
That's right, and that's kind of like the cool part of like if you play a Divey show, you can always meet, or not always, but you play a Divey show, you'll meet somebody and kind of be like, hey, this show kind of sucked. And then, you have a lifelong musician friend afterwards.
Yeah.
So I'm also glad you brought this up because I wanted to bring it up, especially with the Hecklers theme, that this particular tour, I was kind of Charlie's heckler for a lot of it. Because I remember every time that we weren't doing anything, like in the car, or even if he was sleeping, I would pull up Hanson's Mbop on my phone or iPad.
Dude, I forgot.
Yes.
And I would play it loud in his ear. And I woke him up to that like several mornings. And it's on video. Like, I have video footage of him just like waking up, just like, get the fuck away. Like, who the fuck, like just getting pissed off. And I remember in the car he was sleeping. I just put my iPad up to his ear and started playing it real loud. And he was just like, fuck you. And then Jason put it on the whole car sound system. And we were all like, like dancing and singing along to it. And you weren't having it, bro. You weren't having it.
Yeah, the Hanson bums. Oh, no. I'm also notoriously not a morning person. I wake up at the crack of maybe 11, 10:30 maybe. So if especially you're sleeping in, we weren't even touring in a van that time. We were touring in like some sort of, I don't even know what the hell. Yeah, like an SUV type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're already tired, cranky. Nobody went to the show the previous night. And then you're like, okay, I'm falling asleep. And then fucking Hanson gets just jammed in your ears over and over again. So yeah, I was a little blood red mad. Also, on those, I remember sitting in the back and somebody gave me that like novelty flask that was like this big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we would just, we bought like, a handle of something, just poured it in there and drank it while other people were driving. So any of my students hear that, that was just kind of a fun little joke that I just made.
It's apple juice.
Yeah. Yeah. Good times.
Oh yeah.
Nice. And now you play in a group with your wife on occasion, right? Your wife and your stepdad?
Yeah. So my father-in-law, actually. So her dad.
Why did I say stepdad? That's what I meant. Father-in-law.
Yeah. So
sorry. Big Hispanic family. Like, we don't know who's daddy, but anyway.
You got cousins that are brothers and brothers that are sisters.
I have a nephew that's a brother. I do.
Do you really?
Yeah, he was adopted when he was born. But he's my nephew,
Nice.
but then we adopted him, so he's my brother. He's in jail now, so it doesn't matter. Anyway.
Annie, a big old anyway. Yeah, so yeah, my wife was in a band called Lil Red and the Howlin' Wolves with her dad and two other guys mostly, and then their drummer left, and I came in for a little bit, and then they found a drummer. Then they eventually just kind of dissolved, and they still wanted to do stuff. So now it's me, her dad, and her brother now. So it's literally like a whole family thing. So I posted the video. Actually, we did a Dear Prudence cover thing. So you could see him in the video. It's all four of us just
I saw that one.
Playing some oldies. Yeah.
It was good.
That was my editing skills, by the way. And you can actually see her mom in that too. She's like walking around with the camera. So that's why we got all those sweet angles.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. And I got a chance to play with Charlie and his wife and his father-in-law.
Oh, that's
because
yeah,
he had
me
play guitar for an Alice Cooper show, and I had to dress up.
Which, by the way, we still talk about that. It's like one of the funnest shows we've ever played. That was so much fun. It's funny how you don't play your own band's music and you're like, this is fun.
It's just like a little release. That's why I do a cover band on the side, because, man, just go out there, have fun, and do some mindless music that's just fun to play.
So Alice Cooper guitar was mindless for you?
Yeah. That's just baby food.
Dude.
Just kidding. That was
some of the shit you had to play on that was real. I mean,
it was tough.
Even her dad was looking over you like, Jesus, and he's an amazing guitarist.
There was some stuff I had to like constantly. I was just sitting at home watching TV for like 2 hours, just running these trills. Like, all right, with a metronome in one ear, bleep bleep, just trying to get it down.
Yeah.
It was tough.
That was, but it ended up being really cool. I was really nervous because I'd never sang by myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like sang without being able to hide in my guitar or drums, or
Yeah.
So that was nerve-wracking. You can see me the whole show. I have a beer in one hand because I'm just like, here's my bottle. Another NFT for you.
Stretch.
Your emotional support bottle.
There he goes. There he goes. Almost got him. When are you going to do a cover band, Stretch?
Stretch, do you do any other side things, or have you ever? Or
Really?
has it literally just been the runaround since day one?
No, I mean, I started off back in high school and we played around a little bit, but it was mainly the runaround when I started in college to play for serials. So,
cool.
Yeah, I don't know. Not a whole lot of cover bands I personally want to do. I feel like I'm always the guy like, let's drop that cover song. I don't want to play it. I don't know.
Right on,
I get that.
Well, gentlemen, we're at the half an hour mark. I won't keep you too long, Charlie, because I know you got to get into that grind. But it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. So what do you got going on nowadays? What do you want to push? I know you still have Radar.
Any shows coming up?
No, because it's goddamn impossible to book shows right now.
I know.
We just canceled one. Yeah, we just postponed it.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that sucks.
Fucking
So, but right now we're doing the whole don't you hate when bands are like, we don't have any shows, but we are writing? It's like, yeah, okay, we get it. So we're doing that. We did, we had our whole record. We got our masters back the day after the stay at home order set. So literally we put all this energy into to the last record we did. And then it was like, hey, sorry, you can't do shit for 2 years. So that whole
hits
record
really
cycle,
close to home.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, dude, yeah. Actually, Jason asked us to play your album release, and we couldn't do it, and then it eventually got canceled, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, So yeah, still do radar.
And now you have your own
Space.
show, Charlie's World.
I do. It's called Charlie's World. A lot of the episodes at the beginning were just me sitting in it's actually kind of psychopathic. I just sat in the office and recorded by myself, just stream of consciousness. I'll probably be canceled in 10 years. People dig back and, but I do a Patreon too, patreon.com/CHALLZ. And every month I give out like a gift. It's like a raffle type thing. So last month, gave out 2 vinyl records.
Shit.
Nice.
So yeah, you get cool shit. You know, I don't make a lot of money, but I like to.
The first 2 albums of Hanson. Is
I
that what you give out?
I'm gonna leave now. Just kidding.
That's gonna be our outro music.
I also got a YouTube and whatnot.
Yeah,
Son
YouTube?
of a bitch. I do have a YouTube, but I don't think you can make like your own thing without having a lot of followers. So I think I have like 20 something followers, but I do drum covers and shit like that.
Oh, nice.
Try and stay as active as possible because the world's probably ending
Exactly.
right around the corner. So
Exactly. I'm doing 2 podcasts now and 2 bands, and trying to date in the middle of that. So yeah.
shit, yeah, son.
So how you doing, Charlie?
Hell yeah.
How you doing?
I'm a married man, son.
Come
Stay
on,
off
bro.
my shit.
Oh, you're both married, you bastards.
We actually got married. Charlie and I got
Yeah.
I support that.
married.
That's for Stretch right there.
Now I know how you got your name, Stretch.
That's his butthole. Oh shit!
Oh,
Oh, where's it?
Anyway,
All right, brother. Well, thanks for coming on, man. We appreciate it.
yeah, man.
yeah, thanks
We
for
love
having
you.
me. It was good seeing you guys.
We
We'll have
miss
to
you.
get a beer sometime.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's been too long since I've seen you guys in person.
I know.
Oh, yeah, man.
We need some ass slapping.
Well, I know where I'm going later tonight, son.
You have a good one, Charlie. We'll talk to you soon, brother. Thank you so much, man.
All right, sounds good.
Take it easy, buddy.
All right.
boys.
Stretch, I'll see you
Love
later, buddy.
ya. All right, take it easy.
Peace out, guys.
Later.
Peace.